Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Lost Ark video. Specifically, it's Friday, which means, yes, my friends, my brothers and sisters, and everything in between, it is Arkonomics. Yay, yippee! This is also going to be the first Arkonomics since the update, right? And the update brings upon us, let me see, if I open my friends list, how many people? Kind of surprising. I was expecting to see more people. Sorry, as is tradition, the second I start recording, my cat goes a little ballistic. But anyways, what I was saying was I was expecting to see a lot more Dragon Knights. Also, note, I am a Makoko. I am very new to the game, and I've never played this before. I actually have no idea what's going on in Lost Ark. Well, I mean, I guess technically that's not wrong. I really don't play the game, but, you know, roster 306, Makoko, low-key kind of fire, TBH. But that goes to show you how the Makoko system do be working, and how people have been historically abusing it. Anyways, that's not why we're here. I was here mostly because I was expecting to see more Guardian Knights, because this is the first patch since the Guardian Knight came out. Dragon Knight, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. Guardian Knight does seem a little strange to me. Dragon Knight just sounds cooler, though maybe I'm biased because I've played a lot of Dota in my life, and Dragon Knight just kinda, you know? We all love a good DK, and if you don't like DK, then you must not play DK, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, it's the first patch since then, and I just kind of wanted to... Well, I guess first we take a look at the blue crystals and whatnot. Okay. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, okay? I'm a little bit excited. Looks like somebody's trying to dump crystals right now, so the price differential is 0, but really it's going to be about a 2k from Insta to Verse Slow. And then, obviously, you got the Guardian Knight outfits. Can I see these if I'm not on a Guardian Knight? I'm guessing not. Wait, it's like Control, isn't it? No? Alt? Shift? Yeah, I guess I just can't see the box contents without being the class. Good to know. And then you have your pay-to-win packs, your anniversary pack stuff. And I think you have your anniversary... No. This. Anniversary gift? Yes. Do I still have my third anniversary gift in here? I do. Damn, look at me. I'm collecting these, you know? When I come back, the come-up is gonna be huge. They give me Makoko status, and I'm gonna fucking go crazy style on this bitch. That being said, I wonder what is the requirement for the Makoko leaf? I don't know. What is the requirement? Does it not tell you in-game? Oh, it does. New players receive special buff. Beginner buff expires when you piece 1700. 1700 or 90 days. Okay. So it's just blanket 1700. Cool. Anyways, I'll stop yapping about this shit. It's Arkonomics, man. I've done jack shit. Oh, they added a recent price tab. Cool. So this is also the patch where they made the things bound. And I did see a post on the subreddit specifically calling out material acquisition from events, and I do want to kind of bring attention to that, because I do think it's worth discussing, and I don't know if it'll be a top post on the subreddit for the Tuesday episode, which is why I'm totally fine with just kind of bringing it up now. Here, let me pop on over and show you guys. Here. I was actually reading this right before I started recording this. But the thread is it me or the new Express event lack honing support materials? I'm seeing a lot of gear and general progression mats, but not much that actually helps with the honing itself compared to the previous Express events, even with the Premium Pass. Am I missing something, or did they shift the rewards this time around? Curious how it feels for everyone else so far. And then, I genuinely think they forgot to add a 0 at the end of every mat you get for beating the challenge, except only for the solo medal, which is a normal amount, but truly think they forgot to add a 0 because bro giving 11 leaps, like, what the fuck? That's not even a full tap for a weapon. And then obviously somebody's like, no, it's the right numbers, but the numbers seem awful. Go Goes on to say, lack of rewards is very intentional, i.e. for the echidna eyes and aegir mats and such, they give you just below the amount needed to complete the system, meaning that to complete the system, you have to go and do the raid at least once. One of the main problems in the game is they push new players to deep endgame too fast, which is what new players want, but this also means they hit the progression wall a lot faster, where it's supposed to be tailored towards endgame player pacing, so they have to engage in raids that endgame players engage in. This design extends the earlier progression by making them do the early Kazaros raids to finish the systems. They stay in the lower item level ranges for longer to farm and experience longer. The intent is to make it satisfying by players earning their progress instead of simply being given it. I don't think the current implementation is that great, however, it's a weird middle ground where the progression is neither satisfying nor immediate. It just feels like they added a few barriers to what existed. Which is interesting. I don't necessarily disagree with this take. I think it's pretty accurate. I think there's definitely a fine line between being given an endgame character or an endgame ready character and having to play at least a little bit. Especially if you're a new player. Like, genuinely, I think a new player would get more benefit out of it, and an older player obviously would just be annoyed by it, but it is what it is. You're right, it's a pretty stingy express. They shifted the rewards but towards the F4 shop instead of other content. I wouldn't mind, but getting such a mid-express on the same day they have the anniversary event, I don't know, man, it's just not great. What I want to understand outside of the greed, why are expresses getting worse while the new item level standard gets higher? It's weird. I mean, I don't think there's anything weird about it in the sense that, like, doesn't it kind of track with all of the additional sources of monetization that they've been slowly adding? Specifically, like, the additional sort of Zena's Blessing thing they added a while back, and then just the general trend towards more MTX in general. Give less free, make more items be available for, like, swiping. I don't know. That is to say, I think it really has kind of been trending towards this for a while. I'll read this just because I think this is also relevant. Preface this, I'd bought the Express Event upgrade, really long post warning, mostly talking about what I was able to do with the upgrade and thought about it. They definitely shifted the rewards this time around. You're not crazy. Made it to 1710 a few hours ago on my Guardian Knight with advanced honing 1 to 20 done and every piece plus 20. She went through most, basically all, honestly, of my stockpiled mats that I've been building for quite a while now, and I started with roughly 1.6 million gold. Even then, it was really close, and I ended at minus 370k remaining gold, and I refused to buy shards and very nearly ran out of those. That gold amount doesn't include the gold that came with the Express or any of that either. I'm unsure how much that totaled to be. I also bought Abydos several times going for 1710 as I started at only 2400 tradable ones, if that, so that was the one thing not stockpiled. Many of those had to be bought, but that's the thing. It's that I had quite a decent sized stockpile of mats and such as blue rocks, red rocks, leapstones, and shards. Everything really except Abydos. The Express, as you pointed out, didn't really come with a crazy amount of mats. If I were not to have all that stockpiled and just use the pass, I'm guessing I'd be somewhere between 1670 and 1685 with maybe fairly above average luck towards the upper end. I'm doubtful that with upper end portion of that, so more likely around 1680, give or take either way, complete guess. The rewards, especially the upgrades, seem to be more aimed at prioritizing progression of the raid systems quickly, advanced honing 120 and Karma, as opposed to actually honing the item level. Has its merits. What's the point of being 1700 if your Karma isn't progressed a good chunk? Very real important thing to get addressed. Rare for people to do what I did. Curious what will happen in the future Express events, though. Don't see myself buying another one of those Express events, and I'm curious what will happen. Now, that's a relevant post, because I think going forward, and this is kind of what I mentioned before, I think since the source of tradable materials is going to significantly go down since most of the materials now are bound, when new classes come out and people's stockpiles go down and they want to, like, do what that guy did in the post and, like, hone a character's super high item level really quickly, you're going to have no choice but to buy the materials, right? And it makes me wonder if the price will be affected. Maybe not this Express event, but maybe the next one. No, I don't know. Because you can kind of see here the material prices are, like, pretty much the exact same as they were last week. But again, I'm not surprised, right? Because this is the literal first update since, like, the acquisition of materials are being changed, like, at all. Like, these are going from tradable to bound, the majority of them at least. There's still going to be some sources of tradable materials, but it's going to be far less, right? That's the idea. And you can see Abydos fusion mats spiked a shit ton, but again, fusion mats always spike when express events, new classes come out, etc. That's not new. You can always make a shit ton of money on fusion mats. I mean, I haven't done the math on it in a very long time, but I cannot imagine it has changed, since it has pretty much been profitable 99% of the time when I played the game actively every day. And that's always why I would make the videos and be like, hey, it's just free money. It might not be a lot of money sometimes, but it's free and it's 0 effort, so just do it, man. Anyways, I spent a lot of time yapping about the materials and the express events, but if the express events are like that going forward, coupled with the tradable material acquisition rate being much lower, I don't know, it's something to consider for future express events. That's all I'm saying. But again, if you're somebody who really wants to look at this stuff, I would highly encourage you to investigate like the express events in Korea, because you typically get them 1-to-1. Like, they don't usually give us extra. Usually is the keyword here, because they have done it in the past. But they usually don't alter the numbers of the express event itself. Usually they add like an additional event or give like an additional gift in the form of like materials or whatever. But take a look at engravings, and then we'll end off the video. Do sidereals and all that. Ancient books, excuse me? Come on. Come on, bro. What are we doing here? Ancient books don't exist yet. 320 for Grudge. Not quite under 300k yet, but it'd be like that. Relic Keen Blunt, Captain, Adrenaline, Mass Increase Cursed All. I mean, you got your all usual suspects here. Someday, man. Well, I shouldn't say that with confidence. Someday may never come, but the hope is that someday it will come. Sidereal Energy 3.25, like 3.2. Recent sold. Average day is 3.4, 3.3. So, still really expensive Sidereal Energies. I still want to know who the fuck is buying them, man. Because that shit kinda expensive, to be honest with you. 3 mil on the gem, I guess. 3.05 mil, I guess, if we're being fair. Recent prices are, I mean, yeah, you have like a couple for 3 mil, but it seems like 3 mil is about the standard, the going rate these days. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. Sorry about the haphazard start to the video. Listen, you know me, I'm authentic. I just fucking rip it and ship it type shit. That's just my kind of vibe, and you either hate me or you love me for it. It is what it is. And I do also apologize for like probably like 40% of the video being the Reddit post, but I think that Reddit post is important because I think it directly ties into the future express events. If not for this one, then possibly for the next. And again, I don't know. Maybe it will be just nothing, and nothing will change, and the prices will just continue to trend downward like you would expect normally, naturally. But I don't know. I just think it's a good discussion to have and some discourse to have, you know? That's all. Anyways, I'll stop yapping. Like the video if you like it, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. As always, thank you guys so much for spending some time with me. I appreciate y'all. Thank you to my YouTube members, It's Biscuits and Your Diz, Remix My Life. Love all you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!